Now, we do want to check in down in Warner Robins. We have our Jacob Reynolds down there. He's giving us a live look at conditions this morning. Jacob.
That's right, Carly, Caitlin. We're out here so you don't have to be conditions down here deteriorating within really, the last hour. We got down here around 8:30, 8:45, and it wasn't that bad yet. But really, the rain really coming down now, wind picking up. And don't worry, there's no trees or anything imminent that could be blown towards us or fall on us to my right side here. But we're here at the Baptist Church off of Houston Lake Road, Southside Baptist Church. They've opened as a shelter. They have less than 10 people right now, but they've got plenty of room just kind of to hunker down from the storm. You can see those wind gusts as they move in. We're hearing Warner Robins police over and over saying trees are down, power lines are down. There's actually someone with the sheriff's office here sheltering with his family a few years ago in a bad storm. They had a tree cut down their house, so he says they don't wait these out at home anymore. So they're actually using the shelter. And what's interesting is on his radio you can hear when reports come in of trees down. Now, there was a tree down on Sandifer Road. They moved that out of the way, but just to give you an idea here, they've got trees coming down really all over. Warner Robins police, like I said, have been tweeting out several all over. That's more the city of Warner Robins, but just to give you an idea, and I don't know what the wind gusts are here, but we are getting some strong gusts, and then it's kind of calm, and then the strong gusts come back. As you can see, I'm losing my hood and getting pelted by rain, so we're going to toss it back to you in the studio, but there's a reason they're telling people not to be out in this. Like we said, we are here to do this so you don't have to. Please stay off these roads, stay inside. These winds and rain, like you're seeing, perfect timing. Thank you, Mother Nature. But this is why you don't want to be out here, because it is getting a little bit worse than when we were first out here down in Warner Robins. Nothing major in this area that we can see from all over the church, but like we said, just that wind picking up, some very strong gusts at certain times here. And like we said, we're hearing trees down, certainly in Warner Robins, and like we said, that one in the county, we heard that come over the radio. So we're live down here in Warner Robins. We'll keep you posted on what's going on back here, but we're going to toss it back to you in studio.
Thank you, Jacob. Stay safe out there. As he said, no reason for anyone to be out on the roads right now.
Absolutely. We want to
Jacob Reynolds spent the day in Houston County observing Tropical Storm Irma's impact.
He took us through damage at one of Houston County's schools.
Well, if you're wondering why schools cancel, Houston County has a pretty good reason why they canceled now after the storm. You can see we're at this entrance portico here at Mossy Creek Middle School in Houston County, and you can see the devastation here. These heavy pieces of steel, nails, this what looks like drywall or plywood that was from up above here, and I'm going to have the camera pan up. You can see what it fell from, things hanging from the roof still. Just amazing what I imagine the winds from Irma were able to do here, and probably a good thing the schools had canceled, because you can just imagine looking at the devastation here and how this fell, that if kids had been under here, parents, teachers, cars picking up kids from school, whenever this happened exactly, this probably would have caused a serious injury, potentially even death, if stuff like this fell. Like you can see light fixtures, this heavy metal work, and that drywall falling from this entrance pavilion here at Mossy Creek Middle in Houston County. I'm Jacob Reynolds with 13 WMAZ Eyewitness News.
All right, do we still have Jacob? Oh, I see the live pre-roll. Jacob Reynolds, Southside Baptist.
Hey, Ben. Ben, we're here outside Southside Baptist on Houston Lake Road, and like you said, certainly some strong steady winds and a little bit of gusting, which we're experiencing right now. And you can see these trees here to the right, to the left of the church, to the right of me, and they're showing a pretty good indication of what goes through when they sway in the wind, and it's kind of giving us a warning of when anything too strong is going to roll through, so we can brace for it a little bit. And we're here in Warner Robins for you. We're here with you, and we're going through this just like you are. And I'm going to kind of move here, because also there's actually a fountain here outside Southside Baptist Church that they've left on, and that's showing a pretty good indicator of the wind too, as it blows back and forth. And we're here, Southside has opened as a shelter, and within the last hour a family showed up. They had driven here from Perry. They said the highways were okay, but they felt unsafe in their home. They were surrounded by trees, and they just kind of decided this morning, you know, maybe not the best idea that we stay here. So they came here, they brought their 2 cats, and the church was willing to let animals in. So they're inside safe here in the church. And when we had last heard from Flint Energies here, they had 4,200 customers without power. Flint Energies looks over about 17 counties, mostly Houston, Crawford, Peach, and Macon counties. But like we said, 4,200 outages of power. And when we had last heard from EMA Director Chief Jimmy Williams, it was just trees and power lines down, nothing else that major at the moment. That's when we had last heard from him. And like we said, Ben, pretty much what I imagine everyone else is seeing. The rain has lessened up a little bit here in Warner Robins, but like we said, just consistent wind and then those occasional very strong gusts. Actually, one right before you took us to air, I was leaning into it almost like this to keep myself upright. So definitely not something you want to be driving at. Warner Robins Mayor Randy Toms sent out a message late last night saying that if they have sustained winds here of 40 miles per hour or more, they're not going to send out emergency crews unless it's a life-threatening situation. So if you put yourself in a situation that's dangerous but not life-threatening and the winds are that high, they're not, and see, this is one of those gusts, but they're not going to be able to come to get you. And Ben, I'm going to toss it back to you. I don't know if we're seeing 40 miles per hour here. It doesn't feel like it, that it's consistent, but we're going to toss it back to you. I don't know what the wind speeds are here in Warner Robins.
Thank you, Jacob. Matter of fact, you are seeing wind gusts here as we look on the map of right now showing 41 as Mayor Randy Toms with him. Gentlemen.
That's right, Ben. I hope you don't think any less of us. We stepped inside for a second, got some relief, and I'm joined here by Warner Robins Mayor Randy Toms. And Mayor Toms, let's start with the real important things. As of right now, as far as you know, your emergency crews are still out, correct? Right,
that's right. What the mayor of this city, it makes me awfully proud to see people binding together and getting things done.
All right, well, thank you, Mayor Toms. And Ben, we'll throw it back to you, but we're just staying down here in Warner Robins to wait out the storm.